Hello friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legends Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legends Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets, coming to you live from Shea Stadium. It's a beautiful night here in New York. The Giants are going to try to close this one out. The Mets, after a thrilling Game 3 victory, will try to win one more here at Shea and force things back to Candlestick for a decisive Game 5. Both teams electing to go with their starters on 3 days rest. The Mets opt to turn to David Cone, who will get the start. The Giants will go back to Carl Hubbell. These two locked up in Game 1. David Cone allowed 4 runs over his 6 innings in that game. 4 hits, all 4 were solo home runs. Carl Hubbell was terrific in that game. Very questionably taken out late. The wheels fell off with the Giants bullpen. The Mets down 5-1, came back to take a 6-5 lead, only to have the Giants come back and win it on back-to-back homers from Willie Mays and Mel Ott in the bottom of the ninth. Cone's finishing his warm-ups. Alvin Dark steps in to get things underway. Game 4 starts now. Cone misses up and in with the fastball to start things off. Bernard Strom has joined us here. Bernard, how are you, sir? I hope you are having a wonderful night. Thank you, as always, for checking in. Fastball misses inside there, so Cone's behind Dark 2-0. Slider there doesn't slide. So Cone's first 3 pitches all miss the mark. Here to Alvin Dark. That one is in there for a strike. Cone's fastball seems to have a little giddy up early. Was the high fastball. Dark serves it into center. That's going to be a base hit. So it's a leadoff single for Alvin Dark to get things started here for the Giants. Bernard, it's nice to hear you live again. I appreciate that. You know what? I had so much fun doing it again the past couple nights. I had missed being able to do it again. The premieres that I do are more a function of just kind of time and all that kind of stuff. And I've been doing those a lot lately out of necessity. But doing a couple live broadcasts I was able to do the other day, the live one is so nice. I was able to wrap up work tonight a few minutes ago and figured I would have time to get a game in. So I figured I would do this one, so I appreciate you spending a little time with me here. Throw over to first. Dark gets back. Giants going with their, I think it's 1956 unis. The Mets breaking out the plain white 98 unis. I love these Mets uniforms. It's kind of a mixed bag of how people feel about them, but I always like these plain whites. So anyway, 1-1 the count here to Brandon Belt. Dark on first. Splitter misses down low. Cone looks in again. Changeup misses off the outside corner as Willie Mays takes some practice swings in the on-deck circle. Mays tagged Cone for a pair of homers in Game 1. Good change up there from Cone, keeping it away from Belt. The count goes full. Curveball there just outside, so Cone continues to work the outside of the zone, but can't find the mark with the payoff pitch, and the Giants have the first 2 runners on here in the top of the first. And that brings up Willie Mays. Fastball misses outside. Mets have kept Mays relatively in check over the past couple of games. Of course, he hit 3 home runs in that first game, so keeping him in check is all relative, of course. Fastball misses high. You see Mays 45 home runs during the regular season. Cone struggling with command here in the opening inning. Always the danger of bringing somebody back on short rest. Fastball in there for a called strike. Cone trying to look for his groove, and now he's got two men on as he deals with the heart of this Giants lineup. Fly ball out to right center. That ball's hit well. Strawberry's going back. It's at the track. It's at the wall, and it's out of here. Willie Mays. David Cone is going to have nightmares about Willie Mays for a long, long time. Mays homers off Cone for the third time in this series. And the Giants, 3 batters in here in Game 4, have taken a 3-0 lead. Well, the Mets were done in by the solo homer in Games 1 and 2. They would gladly have traded off for a solo homer here. 3-run shot off the bat of Mays. And the Mets are in the hole early. Here's Melott. Fastball misses up high for ball 1. Odd, if you recall, went back-to-back with Mays twice in that Game 1. Fastball here on the outside corner. You could hear a pin drop here at Shea Stadium right now. Curveball misses down and away. Cone looks in to get the sign. Fastball misses down low. It's 3-1. Willie McCovey waits on deck. Cone has thrown 19 pitches here in the first. He has not retired a batter. Changeup misses down low. Ball 4. And Cone's struggles continue, and you've got to wonder how long a leash they're going to give him. Lose this one, the season is done. Here's Willie McCovey. Slider in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. McCovey 2 for 10 in the series with a homer. Breaking ball in there, swung on and missed. So Cone's ahead of McCovey, 0-2. Fastball misses up and in. Actually, they classify that as a slider. That looked like it had some pace to it. Cone seems like he's overthrowing here. Trying to get his composure and keep this bad situation from getting much worse. Shot from McCovey out to left center field. McCovey hits this one well. Going back, it's a one-hopper off the wall. McCovey will pull into second. Ott will hold at third. Second and third. And the Giants are just battering David Cone. That ball for a moment looked like it might have a chance of getting out of here. So it's second and third. There's still nobody out. And here's Buster Posey. Posey out to left. Hits this one well. Going back on it, Gilkey. That ball hits off the wall. 2 runs are going to score. Posey, it's played perfectly by Gilkey off the wall. Posey actually holds with a single, but it's a loud 2-run single, and the Giants have jumped out to a 5-0 lead on David Cone and the Mets here in the top of the first. This is about as nightmarish a start as you could possibly have imagined if you are a fan of the New York Mets here. Here's Jeff Kent, fouls it off. Outside first. 5 batters in. David Cone has not retired a batter. High fly ball to left. Gilkey chasing in foul ground. Near the stands, reaches in. Can't make the play. So that's just a foul ball. Count goes to 0-2. Shot down to first. Duda dives and it's past him. Base hit in the right field. Strawberry gets the throw in. It is 1st and 2nd. And the Giants just continue, and that's going to be it. So David Cone fails to retire a batter here in the 1st inning. 5 runs are in, 2 men are on, and David Cone's day is done, and it is dead silent here at Shea Stadium. Here's R.A. Dickey, so Dickey's going to get the chance to try to come in and keep this from getting worse. 8 and 13, a 3.74 earned run average on the year. Dickey did a lot of long relief work during this season. He started for a bit as well, but for the most part, he's been out in the pen. And now, R.A. Dickey is in charge of trying. Obviously, he'll need the offense's help, but trying to save the Mets season. Starts off with a fastball there to Freddie Lindstrom, misses up high. And a shot down to third, nicely picked by Johnson. Throw to second, to first, and a triple play. Well, that's the first time I've seen that happen in this game. A rip by Lindstrom right at Johnson becomes a 5-4-3 triple play. The runners were going. And of all the ways to get out of the inning, that's not the one we expected. But the Giants, despite the unorthodox end to the inning, get the damage done. 5 runs in, and now they've got their ace on the mound, Carl Hubbell. He will face Jose Reyes. Well, that's not the way that R.A. Dickey would have drawn up coming in out of the bullpen as far as the ball getting blasted, because that thing was scalded. Reyes tries to bunt his way on, but he is retired for the first out. Here you see the Mets lineup: Reyes, Dykstra, and Alfonso, Strawberry, Johnson, and McNeil, Gilkey, Duda, and Hundley. Round things out for the Mets. Sports Time Machine has joined us. How are you, sir? Great to see you here in the chat. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra shot out into right. Odd is right there, and very quickly, 2 pitches in, there are 2 away for the Mets. Now, while I realize you're not trying to give Cone a rest after a long inning because he's now been removed from this game, still feels like the Mets have to be taking a few pitches here and just try to collect themselves. Here's Edgardo Alfonso. Fastball in there for a called strike. As Bernard notes, you don't see that very often. In all the time I've been playing the show, I've maybe seen 1 triple play, and that's going back, a decade. But that was a pretty wild play, because Lindstrom absolutely smoked that ball. And sometimes with this game, it's a little bit hard to tell on a low liner whether it's in the air or it hits the ground. So I actually thought that one was short hop to Johnson until I saw what was developing. So Alfonso is on with the single. Here's Darryl Strawberry. Fastball in there for a called strike. And boy, could the Mets use Strawberry putting one into the stratosphere here. Not an easy task against Carl Hubbell by any stretch. Hubbell checks Alfonso back. Alfonso's not going to go anywhere. Screwball misses inside. Counts 1-1. And there's a shot. Darryl out in the right, doesn't quite have the distance. Odd is there. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So the Mets fail to answer in the first. We head to the top of the second, and the Giants, after a 5-run first against David Cone, lead Game 4 of the NLDS 5-0. Here's Bobby Thompson. Thompson 2 for 9 in the series with a homer. You'll note for the Mets, Todd Hundley is behind the plate. Usually, Jerry Grody has played against lefties this year, but Grody was injured in Game 2, diving back into first, trying to avoid getting doubled off on a line drive. Injured his oblique, and he has not appeared in the series since. Shot to second, Alfonso's there. Throws Thompson out, and there's one away. And this is the kind of situation where Carlos Beltran's injury really hurts the Mets. Here's Alvin Dark as the order rolls over. Dark singled and scored in the first. Beltran, a terrific season for the Mets, broke his arm in September. He is done for the year. Knuckleball there, another ground ball to Alfonso. Alfonso throws Dark out, and there's two away. So Dickey retiring batters in a bit more of a conventional manner here in his second inning of work. Here's Brandon Belt. Belt walked in the first. Knuckleball from Dickey floats in there for a strike. Another one, that one hit to Alfonso again. So busy inning for Fonzie. All three ground outs. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Dickey. We head to the bottom of the second. Giants 5, Mets nothing. Here's Howard Johnson. Johnson against the lefty is turned around to his less powerful side. Of course, if you were watching Game 3, I made the same note when Madison Bumgarner came in to face Todd Hundley with the 1-1 game, and Hundley promptly hit the first pitch out of the park. Oh, 1 count here to Hojo. Fastball misses up high. One and one the count. Screwball from Hubbell misses down low. Fastball on the outside corner. There's one grounded up the middle. Dark is there. Throws over to first, and there's one away. So in leading into this game, I kind of put a few polls up for how the pitching should be handled. Seeing what supporters of the channel, I'm always greatly appreciative of you guys. Spending time here with the Legend Sports Universe and following along. So asking about the pitching decisions. As Jeff McNeil loops one into left, Thompson comes on. He's going to play it on the hop. It's a 1-out single for McNeil. And so I wanted to see what people thought about, should you bring the pitchers back on 3 days rest, or should you go to the number 4s? In this case, it would have been Sid Fernandez for the Mets and Larry Jansen for the Giants. And people overwhelmingly picked that Cone should pitch for the Mets, but they were pretty even on Hubbell and Jansen, actually, figuring the Giants had a little bit of wiggle room and could bring, Hubbell back in Game 5 if they needed. But ultimately, the call for Jansen won by a vote. So Jansen got the start here too. And the 3 days rest, Cone and Hubbell were both at like 90% on their meters. I mean, their energy certainly wasn't bad. If it was super low, I wouldn't have even left it up to be a decision. But the community for Legend Sports Universe weighed in on this pitching matchup. So far, Hubbell seems fine. Cone, he was all dialed up. Everything he was throwing seemed fast. So Cone was just kind of overthrowing a bit, it seemed like, and the Giants obliterated him, led by the 3-run shot from Willie Mays. So Gilkey draws the walk. Now it's first and second, and here comes Lucas Duda. Duda had a huge hit in Game 3. Joe McGinnity cruising along. It was a 1-0 game before Lucas Duda tied the game at 1 with a 7th inning home run. Todd Hundley then homered to start off a 3-run 8th inning in the Mets' 4-1 victory that helped them stay alive. So they will need more such heroics here in this one as they trail 5-0. Hubbell checks the runner back. Here's the delivery. Duda pops it up. Posey sheds the mask. Puts it away, and there's 2 down. So big out there for Hubbell. And that'll bring up Todd Hundley. Hundley 3 for 7 so far in this series. Had the huge aforementioned home run in Game 3. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Breaking ball there. Screwball misses down low. You know, obviously, we're only in the second. Mets don't need to make up this whole 5-run deficit right now, but you don't want to wait too long before you at least start chipping away at it. Heater there from Hubbell on the outside corner. He's ahead of Hundley 1-2. Hundley pulls this one just foul down the third base line. Count will stay at 1-2. Didn't miss an RBI opportunity there by much. Hubbell delivers and he blows Hundley away. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That ends the inning. So Hubbell gets into a bit of trouble but gets out of it. We head to the top of the third here at Shea Stadium. Giants still lead the Mets 5-0. So leading things off, here's Willie Mays. Mays went deep with that 3-run shot in the first that got this game off to a rousing start for the Giants. 1-0 the count. Knuckleball there up high. Mays fouls it back. Loading knuckler in there from Dickey. Count goes to 1-2. Here's a delivery in there. Strike 3 called. So Dickey freezes Mays with the knuckler. And there's one away. Dickey so far sharp out of the pen. And boy, do the Mets need this. Here's Melott. Strike 1 floats in there again. Ott walked in the first. Pitch from Dickey. Ott lines this one hard out to right, but Strawberry gets a beat on it, puts it away, and there's 2 men down. So here's Willie McCovey. McCovey had a double his first time up. He later came around and scored. Take strike 1. That one from Dickey misses inside. 1-1 the count. I gotta do something. That already Dickey model isn't great, to be honest. I gotta fix him a little bit. But as long as he performs right, that means more. But I'll fix him in the offseason. Got a few other players I've got notes of throughout the league that I want to make some appearance adjustments to. So we'll add Dickey to that list. Turns to the fastball there. Misses up high. Count is 2-2. Popped up. Johnson puts it away. And the side is retired. So Dickey has retired all 7 he's faced. We head to the bottom of the thirds. The Mets try to claw back in. Top of the order. Jose Reyes leads things off. Reyes 0 for 1. Hubbell has only needed 24 pitches through the first 2 innings. Fastball there, high strike call. In an effort to come back, this is what you'd want if you're the Mets, though. Jose Reyes leading things off. Again, you don't have to make up all 5 of these runs at once, but you don't want to get into the 5th and 6th inning not having made any dent in this deficit. That one dribbled foul. Count goes to 1-2. Hubbell winds and deals. Strike 3 call with the screwball on the outside corner. Reyes doesn't agree with the call, but it's the second strikeout for Hubbell, and there's one away here in the bottom of the 3rd. That's a nice pitch from Carl Hubbell. Gets the call. It was borderline, but regardless, that was a great spot. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra's 0 for 1, takes the screwball inside. Lined out his first time up. Hubbell winds up and deals. Fastball in there for a called strike. Coming up tomorrow on the channel, it'll be Game 3 of the American League Division Series as the California Angels, for my purposes, they're the California Angels. The Angels will try to stay alive and avoid the sweep against the Oakland A's. Game 3 from Anaheim. Andy Messersmith will go for the Angels. Tim Hudson will go for the A's. Fastball misses inside. Count is full to Dykstra. Edgardo Alfonzo waits on deck. Here's the offering. Ground ball to second. Kent is there. Throws to first, and there's 2 down.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Edgardo Alfonzo.
So that'll bring up Edgardo Alfonzo. Alfonzo singled his first time up. Fonzie was such a good, solid player in real life. There was back injuries got to him, which unfortunately has been an issue for a few Mets, most notably David Wright, of course. 0-1 pitch here to Alfonzo. Screwball misses down low. Hubbell takes off the hat, wipes the sweat from his brow, dons the hat, climbs the mound again. Into the windup. High and inside. Jams Alfonzo. Good effort by McCovey, laying out over there near the seats. Unable to come up with it, but Stretch makes a dive, and San Francisco holds their collective breath. Last thing they can do is have McCovey getting hurt. National League home run leader on the season with 51. 2-2 pitch to Alfonzo. Pulled down to third. Lindstrom has it. Throws over to first, and the side is retired. So we are a third of the way through Game 4 here at Shea Stadium. The Giants lead the Mets, trying to wrap up the series 5-0. Here's Buster Posey. Posey racked a 2-1 laser of a single off the wall and left in that 5-run first. David Cohn didn't make it out of the inning. Knuckleball floats in for a strike. Dickey then came on and got a triple play. The first batter he faced to end the damage. You are not mishearing. A triple play happened. Line drive to Howard Johnson with the runners in motion. They were first and second, and everybody was doubled off going around the horn. Dickey is yet to allow a base runner. 1-2 the count. Popped up on the infield. Duda comes in, puts it away, and there's 1 down.
Now back, second baseman, Kent.
So that'll bring up Jeff Kent. Kent singled in the first. as seemingly, at least getting a hit, as seemingly everybody in the Giants lineup did in that first inning. Shot down to third, backhanded by Hojo, throws over to first, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 5.
So Dickey continues to dazzle with that knuckleball. Here's Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom lined out in the first. Into that triple play. 0-1 the count. There's a shot up the middle. Nobody's catching that one. That's a base hit. Very nearly misplayed by Dykstra out there. But stays in front of it.
The left fielder, number 23, Bobby Thompson.
So a 2-out single for Lindstrom will bring up Bobby Thompson. Thompson is 0 for 1. Knuckleball in there for a strike. Thompson grounded out in the second. Dickey throws. Misses down low. Takes a glance at the runner. There's a shot in the center. That's another base hit. Dykstra gets over and cuts it off. Runner will hold at second. Not wanting to make the last out of the inning at third, but 2 hits in a row now, and the order will roll over for the Giants to bring up Alvin Dark. The Giants might be settling in on Dickey a little bit here. That one falls in for strike 1. Dark 1 for 2. Now 3 for 13 in the series. That one fastball misses up high. Checks the runner and delivers. Misses outside, 2-1. I think it is about Dickey. Dickey needs that. He needs the wider beard. He's got like a chin strap kind of beard thing going on. And that's not the beard he wore. So that's an error on my part. Down the right field line, slicing foul into the stands. Count goes to 2-2. Another one floats. This one's looped out in the center. Dykstra's ranging over. He gets there. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So the Giants got a couple on, but they can't add to their lead. Now the Mets try to chip away at it. We head to the bottom of the 4th here at Shea. Game 4 of the NLDS. Mets try to stay alive. Darryl Strawberry will lead it off.
Lead up for the Mets, the right fielder, Darryl
Strawberry 0 for 1. Fastball ties him up, swung on and missed. 25 homers on the year for Straw. He's got 1 here in the postseason. Hubbell's ahead of him 0-2. Fastball misses just high. There's a shot that's wrapped into right center. That's a base hit. Mays cuts it off. They were playing Strawberry to heavily pull. Playing him straight up. That's a gapper. But that'll hold Strawberry to a single. But the leadoff man is on here in the 4th. Here's Howard Johnson. Johnson 0 for 1. Fastball in there for a called strike. Johnson grounded out his first time up. Again, hitting righty, Johnson's weaker side. Pitch out. Strawberry dives back into first. There's no throw down from Posey. Count goes to 1-1. But Again, especially with Carlos Beltran out of the lineup, you're not going to play Ed Charles for Howard Johnson here at third. You need to have some degree of thunder in the lineup. Hubbell looks Strawberry back again. Deals. Fastball taken by Johnson for strike 2. One and 2 the count. Here's the pitch. Johnson pulls it down to third. Lindstrom has it. Throws to second for 1. Kent turns it to 5-4-3 double play. Runner is erased, and there's 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, number 8.
So Johnson hits a perfect shot for the double play right down to Lindstrom. Here's Jeff McNeil. That shot is ripped foul. PA speakers here at Shea trying to implore the Mets fans to get into this game, but right now they took a gut punch in the first that they have not yet recovered from. Screwball misses inside on McNeil. Counts 2-1. Screwball misses down low. It's 3-1. Bernard Gilkey waits on deck. Wonder what the count will be on Carl Hubbell again on 3 days rest. McNeil lines this one in the right, but Odd is there. Puts it away and the side is retired. Right now, Hubbell showing no sign of needing any relief. We head to the top of the 5th here in New York. Giants still lead the Mets 5-0.
Leading off with San Francisco, the designated hitter, number 9.
So here's Brandon Belt to face R.A. Dickey, who continues to stay in this game in relief of David Cone, who didn't make it out of the first. There's a shot in the left. That's a base hit. Gilkey gets it in. So after retiring the first, I believe it was 11 to face him, Giants now seem to be possibly starting to kind of measure Dickey in this knuckleball a bit. Couple hits in the last inning. Here's Willie Mays. Mays struck out his first time against Dickey, but that came after a 3-run homer from Mays in the first. 45 homers during the regular season. Mays now has 4 homers in this series. Fouls that one off. Beatles Eternally has joined us. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Shot fouled into the seats. So Dickey ahead of Mays 0-2. Dickey takes a peek at the runner and delivers. Mays fouls it off. Crowd not having much of it with that trumpet at this point. Fly ball to center. That'll stay in the yard. Dykstra's there. Puts it away for the first out. So Dickey has done an exceptional job in relief of David Cone. We'll see how long the Mets press their luck with Dickey. I mean, he's a knuckleballer. Theoretically, he can throw all day. But again, the Giants have shown signs of starting to measure him up a little bit. Here's Mel Ott. Ott is 0 for 1 with a walk. Scored during that 5-run first inning. Ott fouls this one off. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Knuckleball floats outside. If you're joining us late, such as Beatles, the Giants scored 5 runs in the first, chasing David Cone. 3-run homer from Willie Mays, 2-run single from Buster Posey. Cone was blitzed. Dickey has been in. Since then, Cone failed to retire a batter through the first 7 batters. Dickey then came in and got a line out on a double steal, got a line out triple play to get out of the first. Giants haven't gotten anything since then, but the Mets have been unable to get a run across. So 2 down. Here's Willie McCovey. McCovey 1 for 2. He doubled back in the first and then scored on the Posey single. Both Cone and Carl Hubbell started this game on 3 days rest. Hubbell has navigated it well. Cone not so much. Covey fouls this one off, counts 1-1. McCovey waits on that one but pulls it down. Dickey looks in. Gets another knuckleball in there. McCovey fly ball to left, but Gilkey doesn't have to move. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So we are midway through Game 4 here in the NLDS. The Giants trying to close it out. Mets trying to stay alive, but they've got some work to do. Here's Bernard Gilkey to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Carl Hubbell, 52 pitches through the first 4. First pitch there misses. Hubbell rocks into the windup, fires, misses up high. It's 2-0. If somehow the Mets were able to come back and force a Game 5, your probable pitching matchup, Tim Keefe for the Giants, Jerry Koosman for the Mets. But the horse is standing far, far away from that cart at this moment. 2-2 the count. Hubbell delivers. Gilkey ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the Mets have the leadoff man on again. As they hope to try to get something going here, the order will turn over for Jose Reyes.
The batter, number 21.
Now at the point, you've got to start chipping. It is going to get late early around here. Here's Lucas Duda. I apologize. I forgot that Gilkey hits 9th against righties. Hits 7th against lefties. So here's Lucas Duda. Runner on first. Fastball misses up high for ball 1. Duda popped out his first time up. He is 1 for 10. His 1 was huge. Game-tying home run in the bottom of the 7th of Game 3. Screwball here misses away. It's 2-0. 26 homers during the regular season for Duda. There's a shot out to center. Mays coming on. Slides, and he makes the grab. Heck of a play by Willie Mays. No surprise there. But that is a terrific slide and grab. That was a jam shot off the label from Duda. Mays comes in and slides, robs Duda of the hit, and there's one away. Here's Todd Hundley. Hundley's 0 for 1. First pitch swing, ground ball to second. This could be 2. 4-6-3, double play. Hundley doubled up. Side is retired. And Carl Hubbell is through 5 scoreless innings. We head to the top of the 6th. Giants continue to lead it 5-0. Here's Buster Posey. Posey 1 for 2. Smacked a 2-run single in that 5-run first. That is how the game has stayed since then. R.A. Dickey will stay in here. He has been outstanding. Posey lines this one towards the gap. Dykstra's going to have to play it on the hop and cut it off. Posey will hold with a single. But it's a leadoff base hit for Buster Posey and the Giants here in the 6th. Here's Jeff Kent. Kent 1 for 2. Knuckleball floats in for strike 1. Kent 1 for 2, singled in the first. His at-bat was the one that knocked Cohen out of this game. 7 batters in, nobody retired. Knuckleball misses inside. Sid Fernandez, who was thought as a possibility to start this game, along with Craig Swan, who's been terrific in this series, both throwing in the Mets bullpen. There's a pitch, ground ball to short, runner was going, only play for Reyes will be the first. Throws Kent out, and there's one away.
Now back, number 5.
So that'll bring up Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom 1 for 2, single in the 4th. As Beatles notes, fun matchup, a knuckleballer versus a screwballer. Yes. Yeah, good one. I mean, Hubbell's been great. Dickey's been exceptional out of the pen, but just Cohen putting them in the 5-run hole. An admirable effort here from Dickey, but Mets offense needs to try to get something going. 0-2 count here as Dickey works to Lindstrom. Fly ball, shallow center. Dykstra's coming on. He's under it. Puts it away for out number 2. So that'll bring up Bobby Thompson with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Thompson singled back in the 4th. First pitch there. Rare changeup from Dickey, misses down low. Peeks at the runner. Floats that one in, it's fouled back. You got to try really hard to foul a knuckleball backwards. It's not easy to do. Thompson rips this one to left. Hooking foul. Thompson waited on that one, got all on it. But nothing but a strike. Rounds this one, just foul outside of 3rd. 1-2 the count. Dickey delivers. Ground ball down to 3rd. Johnson boots it. He's going to have to hurry the throw, and he doesn't get him. So an error on Howard Johnson keeps the inning alive for the Giants, and that's the last thing the Mets needed. Ground ball there. Johnson matadors it a little bit. Good strong throw over to first, but Thompson beats it out. So now the order turns over. Here's Alvin Dark. 2 men on, 2 out, top of the 6th. And a chance to drop the hammer. Fastball misses up high. Dark is 1 for 3. That one's hooked down the left field line and foul. There's another one and another one pulled foul. Yep, Raj says, yes, happy to see that you caught this one live, Beatles. I agree. I'll tell you, I'm very happy to have gotten a few of these lives in these past few days. This one dunked down the right field side. Long run for Alfonso, and he gets there. Nice play by Alfonso to save the run. Getting late early here in New York. Mets order rolls over. It's the top. Reyes, Dykstra, and Alfonso will try to start the comeback.
Leading up for the Mets, the shortstop, Jose.
Work comes early, I hear you. Again, tomorrow on the channel there will also be at one in my premiere style. I'll record at some point during the day tomorrow. But Game 3 of the Angels-A's series, as the A's go for the sweep, will be on the channel at some point tomorrow as well. One pitch from Hubbell. Fastball misses away, 2-1. Again, like Cone, Hubbell throwing on 3 days rest. He has been unfazed by that. Fastball there catches the corner. It's 2-2. Reyes racks this one out into left, but Thompson is right there. Puts it away for out number 1. Good night, Beatles. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra is 0 for 2. He is lined out and grounded out. Fastball misses down low. Another one misses down low. Count goes to 2-0. Shot out to center, lazy fly ball. Mays is right there, puts it away for the second out. Mets just cannot get anything going. Here's Edgardo Alfonso, 1 for 2, single back in the first. So now if you remember, Game 1, Hubbell was terrific for 8 innings. The Giants took him out, bullpen imploded, and then the Giants came back to win. Now you've got Hubbell throwing another gem, this time on 3 days rest. Wonder when they're going to take him out. Giants bullpen has been shaky in this one. Alfonso flies out to Mays in center, and the side is retired. 3 innings left, in theory, here in New York. We head to the top of the 7th. Giants continue to lead it 5-0. So here's Sid Fernandez. Fernandez, 13-11, a 3.28 earned run average. Again, there was debate whether Fernandez was going to start this game or David Cone on the short rest. Mets elected to go with Cone. Fernandez will start off against Brandon Belt. First pitch fastball misses up high. That one misses inside, counts 2-0. Change up there, high strike call to Belt if the count is 2-1. Sid Fernandez, I don't know if it's still the case. I think it is, though. Is the second lowest batting average against of any starting pitcher in baseball history. The only one with a lower batting average against was Nolan Ryan. Fernandez was a really, really good, solid pitcher. Ended up having back and knee problems that kind of wrecked him. Shot here deep to right. Going back on it. Strawberry on the track, puts it away, and there's one down. So here's Willie Mays. 3-run homer back in the first. He's 1 for 3. 6 runs batted in the series for the Say Hey kid. Also made a terrific play out in center to Rob Lucas Duda earlier in this one. First pitch from Fernandez in there for a called strike. Fernandez fastball, slider, and a big looping curveball. Goes with the heater. Mays lines it down the right field line, slicing away foul. So Fernandez ahead of Mays 0-2. Hundley sets up inside. That's where the fastball comes. Mays fouls it back. It's going to end up out of play. It's kind of surprised nobody even gave that a look. It was foul, but not by much. I should say out of play, but not by much. Count still 0-2 to Mays. High fastball, and Fernandez blows Mays away for the second out. Fernandez dials up the fastball there and gets Mays high in the zone. So now here's Mel Ott. Ott 0 for 2. Curveball misses away. Ott is 0 for 2. He also walked, scored a run. Fastball there, misses up high. 2-0 the count. Fernandez deals. Ott slices this one down the left field line, foul. Two and 1 count. Fastball at the knees for strike 2. Curve misses away. The count goes full to Ott. Willie McCovey waits in the on-deck circle. Fernandez gets the sign from Hundley, signals that he wants it up. Goes up and misses just high. It's ball 4, and Ott will take his base. So here's Willie McCovey. McCovey 1 for 3, doubled and scored. Fastball there, misses down low. One and 0 the count. Fernandez looks in. Fastball there, misses up and away. It's 2-0. There's the pitch, McCovey. Fly ball, shallow left. Going out on it, Reyes. Going out on it, it gets past him. Bloop base hit out into no man's land. It's a bloop single. Texas leaguer. So that's a little bit further out than a Texas leaguer, but a bloop base hit from McCovey. And now it's first and second, 2 down. Here's Buster Posey. Fastball misses down low. Posey 2 for 3, pair of singles, pair of runs batted in. Fernandez has to stop this inning. Posey down, and that's a base hit down inside the right field line. 1 run is going to score. Ott comes around, McCovey being waited around third. Here's the relay from Alfonso. Throw home is a good relay. McCovey is thrown out at the plate, but the first run scores, and the Giants pad their lead. It's now 6-0 as it's 7th inning stretch time, and the Mets have 9 outs left to try to mount a comeback. well-executed relay there, but Posey continues to kill the Mets as he brings in another run. Screwball misses down low to Strawberry for ball one. Hot scored easily. McCovey does not run great. Strawberry to Alfonso, a nice relay there to cut the run down. But the Mets have 9 outs to get 6 runs. 1-1 the pitch. Strawberry. Opposite field, but even with the shift, it's right at Freddie Lindstrom. Throws Strawberry out, and there's one away. That's just kind of the way it's going for the Mets here. Strawberry tries to go the other way against the shift, but still hits it right at the defender. One down, here's Howard Johnson. Johnson 0 for 2, he's grounded out twice. Screwball misses low and away. Fastball up high. There's a moth in my basement right now. This thing is so big, it's got its own flight plan. A little bit distracting. Shot down to first. McCovey has it. Flips the Hubbell covering. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 8.
Won't blame one of the children for leaving the back door open and letting the moth get in the house. Here's Jeff McNeil. McNeil 1 for 2. Singled back in the second. This is just a fantastic performance from Carl Hubbell. Screwball swung on and missed for strike 1. There's a shot pulled to the right-hand side, right at Kent. Throws him away, and the side is retired. We are through 7 at Shea. Carl Hubbell absolutely dominant here for the Giants. We head to the top of the 8th. Giants 6, Mets nothing.
Your attention, please.
So they take the inning out of Fernandez and call it a day. Here's Craig Swan. Swan, this will be his 3rd appearance. He's gone 4 innings. Allowed a run. He'll face Jeff Kent. Kent 1 for 3, singled back in the first. Slider in there for a called strike. There's another one hit to the right side. Alfonso moves to his left, makes the play. Throws Kent out, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 5.
So here's Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom is 1 for 3. He's singled back in the 4th. 2 for 12 in the series. There's a shot hit well out to left. Gilkey going back on it. It's over his head. One hopper off the wall. Not a great route to that ball taken by Gilkey, and Lindstrom is on with a 1-out double. Toughest play for an outfielder is that shot right directly over your head. And Gilkey kind of evidenced that there. So here's Bobby Thompson. Slider misses away. Thompson 1 for 3. He's singled in the 4th. Checks the runner back and delivers. Fastball misses up high. Pedro Feliciano throwing out in the Mets bullpen. Swan delivers. Fastball misses down low. It's 3-0. Leadoff man Alvin Dark swings in the on-deck circle. Swan deals. High fly ball to left. Gilkey is there, though. Puts it away for out number 2. A Little surprise, swinging 3-0 there.
The shortstop, Alvin.
Almost got a full hold of it. Here's Alvin Dark. Dark is 1 for 4, single and a run scored. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. The Giants have a 6-0 lead here in Game 4 on the Mets. Fastball in there for a called strike. Ground ball back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Dykstra's going to come up throwing. They're going to wave the run around. Throw home. Not going to be anywhere near in time. Runner takes second on the throw. It is now 7-0 Giants here in the top of the 8th. Ripped back through the box by Alvin Dark. Runner comes home. Hundley steps up to cut the throw off. Throw down to second, not in time. Ground ball down to first. Duda will take it himself, and that'll end the half inning. But the Giants extend their lead. Mets now 6 outs left to try to do something. If you're still believing at this point in the I gotta believe Mets, more power to you. Here's Bernard Gilkey. Gilkey singled in the 5th. Carl Hubbell will stay in this game for the 8th. 3 days rest, so what? He's only thrown 79 pitches through 7. Screwball there. Gilkey swings and misses. Again, Hubbell only allowed 1 run over 8 innings in Game 1. He has been fantastic, giving the Giants everything an ace is supposed to. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Misses away. Rocks and fires. Fly ball on the left. That's an easy one. Bobby Thompson camped out under it. Puts it away for the first out.
Now batting, number 21.
Here's Lucas Duda. Duda 0 for 2. He has flown out and popped out. Fastball in there for a called strike. That one misses down low. We've talked about it before. The Mets struggling against lefties this year. It's a problem for Duda. It's a problem for Strawberry. It turns Reyes and Johnson around to their weaker sides. Screwball misses inside. Count goes to 2-1. Especially now with Carlos Beltran out, who's solid from the right-hand side as a switch hitter. Mets certainly susceptible to lefties, and Hubbell has exposed that in this series. 3-1 count to Duda. Fastball misses down low for ball 4. So it's a 1-out base runner for the Mets here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Todd Hundley. Another one who's a better hitter lefty, switched around to the right-hand side. Screwball in there for a called strike. Here's the pitch. Shot to second. This is going to be another double play ball. Second one knocked into by Hundley. 4-6-3. Kent to Dark to McCovey. And Carl Hubbell is through 8 innings of shutout ball. We head to the top of the 9th. Giants all over the Mets here in Game 4 of the NLDS. 7-0. Here's Willie Mays. Mays 1 for 4. Hit the big 3-run homer back in the first. His 4th home run of the series. Fastball from Swan misses away. There's a fastball in for a called strike. This one hit well, left center field. That's going back. Dykstra's at the gap, shy of the track. Puts it away for out number 1. Mays didn't miss going deep again by much there. Here's Mel Ott. Ott is 0 for 2. He has walked twice. Scored twice as well. Fastball from Swan misses outside. Ground ball to second. Alfonso has it. Throw to first, and there's 2 down. So here's Willie McCovey. McCovey is 2 for 4, single and a double with a run scored. Swan deals fastball on the corner. Craig Swan has been absolutely outstanding for the Mets in this series out of the bullpen. Breaking ball here, McCovey racks this one deep to right center, and I'm the kiss of death. Praise Swan, and then McCovey slams one off the scoreboard. And the Giants' rout is on. This is now an 8-0 ball game. That one, tell the sound right off the bat from Willie McCovey. And the National League home run leader has gone deep here in Game 4. There you see the massive scoreboard. It's an inviting target. McCovey clangs one off of it. Here's Buster Posey. 3 for 4, 3 singles, 3 runs batted in. Curveball misses down low. It's 1-1. Bernard notes that ought to do it. At 8-0, yeah, I'm thinking so. That'd be a hell of a comeback. I just don't think I don't think the Mets have that kind of firepower. It'll be interesting to see if the Giants will take Hubbell out of this game. Again, at 8-0, not like that really matters, but it is funny considering that, Hubbell in that first game went to 8 innings, allowed 1 run, and then they took him out in the bullpen, tried desperately to blow it. Posey lines out to Dykstra, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 9th. The Mets, 4 hits on the day against Carl Hubbell, now have 3 outs to get 8 runs. You gotta believe, or something. And Carl Hubbell is staying in this game. No chances being taken here. 3 days rest. Carl Hubbell, 8 shutout innings so far. He's only needed 90 pitches to get to this point. Fastball to Reyes misses up high. Drew Marquardt and Bob Shaw throwing in the Giants bullpen just in case things start to go sideways. Screwball swung on and missed down low. Counts 1-1. Reyes lines this one to right. That's a base hit. Well, the leadoff man is on. If you're going to try to come back from 8 runs in the 9th, it's got to start somewhere. This isn't MTV's Rock and Jock softball. There's no 8-run home run ball. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra 0 for 3. Fastball at the letters. Strike 1. Your only possible incentive to send Reyes would be to stay out of the double play. He is the National League stolen base leader, but in an 8-run game, not really sure we'll see him go. Screwball misses down low. Hubbell looks into Posey. Here's the offering. Fly ball to center. Mays is under it. Puts it away for out number 1.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
So here's Edgardo Alfonso. Alfonso 1 for 3, singled back in the first. This Franchise Stars Baseball League postseason so far has pretty much been thriller after thriller. But the thrill is pretty much gone here at Shea. Makes the catch there. 2 down. And the Mets are down to their final out. Here's Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry 1 for 3. A single back in the 4th inning. Fastball from Hubbell, a called strike. Hubbell looks in. Fastball misses down low. Somewhere in the bowels of Shea Stadium, David Cone is sitting probably by himself, ruining this performance. And Cone got the start, just like Hubbell on 3 days rest. Hubbell has excelled. David Cone faced 7 batters, didn't retire one of them, in a 5-run first inning for the Giants. One and 2 the count. Hubbell looks in and delivers. Misses inside. Once again, Hubbell comes to the set. Here's the pitch. Strawberry out in the left center. That's going to get down into the gap. Reyes is going to come around third. Strawberry is in at second with an RBI double. Mets are on the board. This is now an 8-1 ball game. The definition of academic. As Bernard notes, as it turns out, it didn't make a difference. It was Hubbell throwing blanks. Yes, there's the run there, but Hubbell's actually still staying in here, which I'm a little bit intrigued by. Got to imagine that Johnson's probably going to be the last batter that Carl Hubbell will face, though. Here's Howard Johnson, 0 for 3. Grounded out his last time up. Curveball misses away. Fastball called off the plate. That looked like a good pitch from Hubbell. Stretches himself out, trying to stay limber here late in this game. He's had 106 pitches. That shot, rope deep to left. Howard Johnson puts one off the wall. Johnson pulls in the second. It's an RBI double. Strawberry scores. 2 in here for the Mets, trying to make a 2-out rally in the 9th. I admire their optimism, but this is still an 8-2 game. And that's going to be it for Carl Hubbell. 1 out away from a complete game. 3 days rest after a terrific performance in Game 1. Hubbell comes off the mound here after 8 2/3 innings. 2 runs allowed. Here's Rube Marquardt. 16-3, a 3.01 earned run average. Marquardt started and relieved during the season. Bernardo said, hey, I may let him go to 120 pitches. He was wrong. Yeah, but I mean, it was going to let him go. That's a result of the back-to-back doubles in the ninth more than the pitch count itself, I think, there. Not going to let this one get out of hand, though. Hubbell, unless something goes dramatically wrong here for the Giants, Hubbell's got bigger fish to fry, including a start in the NLCS. 2-0 count to Jeff McNeil. Change up from Marquardt in there for a strike. Fastball misses up high. For these Mets, they had to win the last game of the season to force a game 163 with the Braves to try to fight for the playoff spot. They won that, then they defeated the Dodgers in the wild card game. Certainly nothing to be disappointed about for the Mets about this season. But the Giants, the best team in the National League, 109 wins. McNeil, line drive into center. Mays has to let it fall in front of him. Howard Johnson around third comes in to score, and it's an 8-3 ball game. At a minimum, gotta respect this Mets club's heart. They are not saying die. Here's Bernard Gilkey. Gilkey's 1 for 2. First pitch swing, fouls it off. A 1 offering from Marquardt. Fouled off, and now Gilkey's down to his final strike and the potential final strike of the Mets season. Marquardt looks in. Curveball ties Gilkey up, but he gets a piece. Here's the offering. Fastball misses way outside, 1-2. Credit to the fans still here at Shea. They're making a little bit of noise. Gilkey loops it to short. Dark catches it in shallow left, and that's the ball game. That looked like it had a shot of finding some grass, but Alvin Dark reels it in, and the San Francisco Giants have won the National League Division Series over the New York Mets 3-1. A valiant effort by the Mets, trying to mount something here from against insurmountable odds here in the ninth. And you see Willie McCovey being interviewed post-game. Never easy to see a team celebrate on your field. So your final line score, the Giants 8 runs, 14 hits, no errors. The Mets 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They only had 4 hits entering the ninth. 5-run first inning. David Cone retired nobody. He faced 7, allowed 2 walks, 5 hits. The 3-run homer to Mays, the 2-run single to Buster Posey. And the Mets were up against it before they had ever even stepped to the plate. Carl Hubbell was terrific on 3 days rest, 8 2/3. Charged with 3 runs, but that doesn't reflect how terrific he was in this one. 2 walks, a pair of strikeouts, 7 hits allowed. So the Mets season comes to a halt. The Giants will await the winner of the Expos-Cardinals series. The Cardinals lead that series 2-1. Game 4 of that series, I don't think I will get to it tomorrow. Game 4 of that series will probably be sometime Tuesday. Tomorrow here on the channel, Game 3 of the Angels-A's. A's trying to go for the sweep of the California Angels as the series heads back to Anaheim. Bernard, I thank you very much. Beatles eternally. Sports Time Machine. Greatly appreciate you guys checking in here tonight. Glad to be able to do one of these late night live broadcasts. Never know who's going to be around if you come on late. But want to keep on getting rolling through these playoffs, trying to at least get a broadcast up a day. So glad to be doing that. I thank you guys as always. Hopefully, we'll see you back on the channel at some point tomorrow. The San Francisco Giants have advanced to the National League Championship Series. Enjoy your night, be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.